And hello and welcome back. It is Paul's Aquariums. We're unboxing. It is Friday, apparently, somewhere in the world. Here. Might not be Friday when you're watching this. Who knows? But it's Friday. We have lots of boxes of fish. Lots of boxes. Over 2 days this is. This is the first day. We're going to jump to the second day because the second day hasn't started yet. We have, what do we got? We have blue panda guppies. I think these were in the last unboxing. Very cool fish. Again, only males, but all the people that missed out last time, we've got a fair few bags of these this time. Very blue, very nice, peaceful. They are smaller than a normal guppy, hence why they're called blue dwarf panda guppies. See, I never told you about the dwarf bit last time. I probably did. I'm not too sure. But we have more back in stock. A lot smaller than a normal guppy, but bigger than an Endler's live bearer, which is like a mini guppy. So they are back in stock. I think there's like 2 or 3 bags of those, so we shouldn't run out. Message me in social media if you think that I'm going to run out and you want some. Something else we ran out of, I think not last time, the time before. These are Madakas or Japanese rice fish. Very cool little fish again. Cold water. There are multiple different colors. We have lots of bags of these as well, so we shouldn't run out this time. The black ones are super black. There are some platinum ones, which are like a bluey silver, which is platinum. I'm describing colors to you. They're on the screen. And we have the gold yellow ones, which are goldy yellow. Great for ponds, great for unheated little bowls, tanks. By bowl, you want sort of like 30, 40 liters for 1 or 2 of them. You don't really want just them in tiny bowls, but don't worry about that. Perfect for ponds as well. They will survive very, very cold temperatures. If it does get warm, you just have to make sure you aerate the water quite a lot because they need high oxygen content. Australian native fish. What are they? They look like Baku Crunches, or jade perch is another name for them. Great for aquaponics. Great big native fish. I've had some of those in my turtle ponds at home for years. They get like 30, 40 centimeters, which is that big. If you're watching it on a 30 centimeter TV, no one has a 30 centimeter TV. It's this big. They get a decent size. They are pretty aggro, so don't keep them with things like Madakas. They'll eat the Madakas. Very cool, needless to say. We have our first lots of tetras, black widow tetras. There are a few bags of those as well. Otherwise known as black skirt tetras because of the skirt thing. I had to do that again. Because it's a black skirt tetra. No, tetra. Tetra. That was a tetra. We have more Baku Crunches. Did warn you there'd be a couple of double ups. And we have more Madakas. Look how cool they are. Very, very cool. That was box number 1. Now we're going to box number 2. I don't know why I'm doing this. Bonus points. If you come in and do this, you get a discount on your fish. I don't do anything. We have some very cool cichlids in the next lot of boxes as well. I think there's black nasties, some really cool fish. I'm going to take some home, but there is 20 of them and I'm only going to take 10, so there'll be 10 for someone that wants some. What else have we got? We have Pacific blue eyes. A few Pacific blue eyes back in stock. They've been super hard to get them lately, but Pacific blue eyes, great for ponds. Will get big enough to eat a lot of frog eggs and stuff like that, so we'd suggest white cloud mountain minnows if you want something sort of a little bit smaller and easier to manage. But come in, we can chat. We have an axolotl, leucistic axolotl it looks like. Beady black eyes. Yep, that is a leucistic axolotl. I think the last couple of times we've mostly had black ones. Oh, another one. We have a gold. Xanthic, which is like albino but gold, albino but gold, Xanthic. So a few more axolotls. There will be a few more axolotls in one of these boxes. Hey, got that right. One of these boxes as well. Let's jump to the next one. Don't forget to do that. Gonna regret that, aren't I? Oh well. As I said, more axolotls. Oh look, that's an actual albino one. Doesn't have the black beady eyes. It's albino, Xanthic, leucistic, all the non-colors. Something that is not an axolotl. Very, very cool. Look at their feathery fins. So these are long fin bristlenose, like a normal bristlenose with long fins. I know, I say it every time, but they nailed it with the name, didn't they? Looks like we've got a mixture of albinos, some commons, and some calicos in there. So a nice mixture of long fin bristlenose back in stock. Oh, something we haven't had for a little while, and they're a decent size. Look at them. These are chocolate gouramis, called chocolate gouramis because they've got a lovely chocolate taste. No, don't eat gouramis. Technically half the world, not half the world, maybe a bit of the world eats gouramis. You know who you are. Don't eat these gouramis. These are pets. Don't eat your pets. But they are chocolate gouramis because they're a chocolate color and they're a gourami. They will survive very, very low pH. So I think they can breed at like 3.5. As long as you got them about that 6.5 or lower pH, they will be fine. Mouth brooders, eggs in their mouth. That's eggs. That's my mouth. Nice fish. Don't come in going like that. Right, this is the last box of this lot, and then we get into the fun other boxes, where I will look completely different, I'm sure. What do we got? Giant Danios, or Danios. A few people don't like me calling them Dinios, or Dinios, Danios. They are an awesome fish. They will get a decent size, so centimeter wise about 10-12 centimeters. So they're a nice, decent schooling fish. Won't get big enough to not get eaten by an Oscar, but they're okay with angelfish and stuff like that. Really, really pretty. As you can see on the screen, they're just starting to get that pattern, and that is a yellow and, what color is that? Green. Yellow and green pattern. There's some in the display tank, so you can see kind of what they look like. Slowed down because they dart everywhere. Nice fish. Nice, big, schooling, very, very cool fish. We have more blue panda guppies. I did warn you there'd be quite a few blue panda guppies, but better having a lot than running out again. Oh, they are so cool. So these are clown killifish, very small, very lovely. They're all around nice. They are so nice, I even have a tattoo of clown killifish there. That's about 100 years old. Yes, I'm that old, I know. Just an all-round nice, peaceful little fish. Get the size of a neon tetra. If you don't know how big that is, that's small. And they're stripy. Called clowns because they got a little red nose. No, they don't. They should. Don't know why they call them clowns. Oh, they're tiny though. Wow, they are so small. Peppered Corydoras. I am going to do a video on breeding these soon. They do breed like normal Corydoras, but they are a species that can tolerate the cold. So you can have them unheated in southeast Queensland. They'll go down to like 5-6 degrees, which is kind of bizarre for a Corydoras. It's just where they come from in South America. It gets cold for part of the year. Sort of like Brisbane. It's kind of warm today, but cold last night. Yes. Depending on when you're watching this. I'm pretty sure there was a heat wave on Thursday this week, which it's not Thursday yet. So who knows? Who knows? Yes, it's not as hot as last night. More Danios. Ah, yes, that is Danios. Danios. We have a bag of striped coolie loaches. Again, a peaceful type of catfish. A loach is sort of like a catfish, not an eel. Looks like an eely snake, but they are more like a catfish than anything else. Super peaceful, don't get much bigger than what you see, which is about 5-6 centimeters. And they're stripy, they're very cool. If you only have a few, they will hide. If you have a group of them, they'll be wiggling everywhere in your plants. Obviously don't keep them with big fish, otherwise they're gonna get eaten. But just a nice, different fish that rummages on the bottom. We have Autosyncless Catfish back in stock. These are the best little sucker fish if you've got a little tank. They can be a little bit delicate, so you have to make sure they're not with fish that's going to take all the food away from them. They eat the biofilm off driftwood, plants, all that sort of stuff. They're an algae eater, so they've got a little scrapey sucker mouth that eats algae, but they can be quite shy, just sit there and not get enough food. So you need to make sure you've got little pellets for them to graze on, and all the other fish don't eat all the pellets before they have a chance. They're schooling as well, so you want to get a group of like 3 or more, but they are one of the best little fish for little tanks. And that was those 4 boxes. We're going to jump to some cool stuff now. I have no idea. Starting off with those though, they are Betta Fish. I think these supposed to be orange, pink. They're not pink, they're not orange. What are they supposed to be? I have to look at the thing. I'll be back in a second. Okay, they're supposed to be apricot. Apricot placat. Males and females. So there's a couple of pairs of placat apricot. Kind of look apricot-y. Kind of. And it looks like we have a, I'm not too sure what that is. Black half moon maybe, or a black delta? But there is another black delta something Betta Fish there. There should be, oh, that might be a female. I think that is a female mustard gas. Yes, because there is another female mustard gas. Another one, and another one. Lots of female mustard gas. We have no male mustard gas this time, but female mustard gas. 2 pairs of the apricots. There'll be a whole lot more Betta Fish, I think, in the next box. Yep, not this box, the one after, so stay tuned for that. Let's jump to the next fish. And we have GLOWLIGHT tetras. Okay, that was a jump. We have GLOWLIGHT tetras. They're like a neon tetra, but they have the nice orange stripe through them. Quite pretty little fish. There might be some albinos in here. I'm not entirely sure. I know we've got a few different tetras. Oh, they are cool. They are albino neon tetras. Sounds boring, doesn't it? But the albino gene gets rid of the brown, so you have this white, bluey green, and red fish. Normal neon tetras, but albino. Just nice. Another albino, those are albino black neons. So the albino gene gets rid of the black stripe and turns it into a white stripe. And then you get rid of the brown again, so you have this really cool yellowy fish with white. You can see them on the screen. They pretty much glow in a planted tank. Peaceful, again, schooling, so you want a group of like 6 or so. They are not tetras. Hey, they are, what are they? They look like Skull Creek rainbows. Yes, they have them coloured up in the bag. Skull Creek rainbows, a dwarf rainbow from Skull Creek in the Northern Territory, that way, up there. Peaceful, very cool. Rainbow fish, as they get a little bit bigger, widen up, so they sort of go more of a disky sort of shape. That even makes sense. They don't stay that long, narrow sort of shape. So once they mature, they just puff out a little bit, sort of like a lot of people do. And that looks like those. Oh. BOCOURTI. Very cool fish. I only have 20 of these. They are the orangey cool fish on the cover photo. On the thumbnail. Nice fish. They do get big, so they get the same size as Synspilum, same size as black belts, all those sort of fish. So very, very big, aggressive, Central American. Very cool. I've only got 20. I'm probably going to pinch 10 to grow up. It's been years since I've had them. So be quick if you want some of those. Comment or something. Talk to me on social media. There'll be more in the next box. Let's jump to box number 2. Lots of Betta fish in this box. Lots of females this time. We do have quite a few nice fancy males in stock. These are all going to be lovely girls. Looks like koi girls. Oh, I'm not even too sure what is in there. But some fancy girls. More fancy girls. When they're in the bags, oh, there's some Dumbo females as well. Oh, that is a nice fish. Look at that one. So these are all girls. Obviously girls have short fins, but the good thing with the girl Betta fish is you can keep a group of them together. So you can have a whole lot in a tank like that, and they look pretty awesome. Golden Danios. These are fine, cold or warm, come from areas like India and places like that. So they will tolerate the cold, tolerate the heat. Schooling fish, very pretty. We have quite a few varieties, long fins, normal ones, golden ones. They have cool little stripes on them. So we have those back in stock. And now, there's an invisible bag. Last but definitely not least, we have a whole lot of bags of black nasty cichlids. You cannot see them in the bag because they're darting around going don't lift me up in the bag. These guys are pretty awesome. They can be really difficult to keep when they're small, but they're sort of at that size now, that 4 centimeter size or so, that they aren't too much of a hassle to keep. They're definitely a lot bigger. I have tried to keep some of these years ago. They did not go well. I am going to pinch some of these. I think there's like 10 available after I pinch some. So be quick. But they are a black nasty cichlid. If you Google black nasty cichlid, you will get pretty much a lot of weird stuff. Don't do that maybe. But they are a Central American cichlid. They get huge. So think if you've ever seen a red devil, this is like a black, cool packing version of a red devil. Nothing to do with a red devil, but they are another species of cichlid. Very cool. I might just grow a couple of them up, see how we go with these this time. But that was this unboxing. If you survived the whole unboxing, click that. That is the subscribe thing. If you have not subscribed, that would be wonderful. You want to see more unboxing, click that. You want to see other stuff, click that. We will see you in the next video. Dancing fish, dancing fish. Not sponsored by Dino.